Alrighty, welcome back. We are live. Um, gonna jump into some best ball drafts again today. Probably gonna stick to Superflex. Um, sorry, was looking at Twitter. Um, did tweet out the live stream, so if you're not following on there, definitely go over and check that out. Um, but yes, we will definitely hop in to some drafts here shortly. How you doing, Ben? Yeah, gonna jump into some Superflex, for sure. Who's this at work? This guy. Damn, that sucks. You're at work. That is brutal. All right. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Yeah, I'm always on Twitter, so definitely follow in there. If you want to get into a draft here, uh, I will I will hop in. So I'm gonna hop into Superflex right now. Gonna do 20-second timers probably. Um, so yeah, if you do want to hop in, um, definitely let's get in this. Um, I will go in 3, 2, 1. We are in. We're waiting for 8, so definitely can hop in. Yeah, waiting for 8. This should fill pretty quickly. Yeah, this should fill relatively quick. Um, well, I was gonna look at some of the news going on today. Um, just want to check the underdog on Twitter. Do want to check that out. I do see Rodgers. I guess Schefter reporting Rodgers signing a 1 year deal up to 19.5 million with the Steelers, 10 million guaranteed. McLaurin not in a great place right now with contract negotiations. That's not awesome to hear. Um, Seeking a deal worth 30 million a year. Richardson does expect to be fully ready for training camp. That's interesting. All right, waiting on just one here. And then we'll get this thing fired up. And we are in. Let's see what we're at. All right, at 6. Oh, right next. Okay, right next to Ben. I love to see that. That'll be fun. How is uh how is everyone's weekend going? I'm assuming I'm assuming Ben's in the Superflex streets all weekend. That's just what I'm picturing. Let's see. Anyone else in here that I know? Not really. The thing I need to work on is getting a damn badge. I think that's what. I think it's like 500 drafts or something. Damn, this is going quick. Okay. Allen, Jackson, Daniels, Hurts, then Burrow. I'm gonna take Chase. I haven't taken him in any of the Superflex drafts. Yeah, chat rat for sure. 500 and then 1,000 for the badges. I think is 500. I'm assuming 500's red. I'm assuming the 500's red, and then the 1,000's like I think it's black, or it might be the other way around. Damn. So 5 quarterbacks go with the 1 through 5, and then 6 through 10 running backs and receivers. Interesting. If I don't love a quarterback on the way back, I might go McCaffrey or Henry. It's kind of a fun start in a Superflex. In a Superflex draft. And I haven't really went like wild like that. Okay, so black badge is first, then red. But there's a good amount of people with no badges in here, including myself. But there's 3 others. Usually it's packed with badges. All right, so just recapping the end of the draft. CeeDee Lamb at 11, Kyler Murray with Puka, then Mahomes, Genty, Baker at 16, and Caleb Williams at 17. And then what are we thinking? What are we thinking, Ben? CMC. Okay, so CMC's off the board. I think I'm gonna go Derrick Henry and just say screw it. Right along with Ben. Because why not scoop up the running back and receiver values early? And then we'll go probably QB on the way back, depending on what all these folks do here at 1 through 5. They all went quarterback in round 1. At the 4th and 5th guy did go double quarterback. Now we're starting to see running backs, receivers go off the board following that. Oof. Okay, Thomas does go. I'm gonna go Goff here. Yo, how are we doing? Just chilling, drafting. I think we got Ben in this draft. With us here at 7, Barkley, McCaffrey, Prescott start. That's a nice start to a Superflex team. Kind of punting the quarterbacks down the road a little bit. Only to the 3rd round, and you're still getting Prescott. So if you're comparing to these other teams over here, like, would I rather Jaden Daniels, Achan, Taylor, or Barkley, CMC, Prescott? I honestly think the Barkley, McCaffrey, Prescott team has some more upside, and we kind of followed suit. We kind of did the same thing here. All right, so I will take, if they get to us, I will take these quarterbacks, I think. But also wouldn't mind going another running back. A.J. Brown. All right. J.J. does go. Penix goes. Stroud goes. I guess we're going to take Brown. Or do we take Chase Brown? We'll take Chase Brown. I like prioritizing running backs a little more in this format, just because I think they are a little more valuable. You are only starting 2 wide receivers. I think there's plenty of receivers down the board as you go, but running back does kind of thin out, in my opinion. So we'll pass on A.J. Brown to take Chase Brown. Have the Jamar and Chase Brown stack in Cincy, which is interesting. But we'll see what makes it back to us. See, like, I wouldn't mind going Stafford or Tua here. Yeah, let's go Tua. So we take Tua and Goff as our 2 QBs currently. Have Derrick Henry, Chase Brown, and then Jamar Chase as the anchor wide receiver. I definitely like the start. Getting 2 elite, one running back, one receiver with Henry and Chase. So, and for anyone just joining, thanks for tuning in. This is a Superflex format, Bestball. Essentially starting 1 or 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and drafting deep benches. There's literally no commitment during the season. You're just watching, and Underdog will plug in your best players. Million in prizes, $100,000 to first place. So definitely trying to win this thing for sure. All right, I'm going to take Devontae Adams over Jameson Williams. I think definitely a higher upside play, and we could even get Williams on the way back. We'll just have to wait and see. Wait and see how that pans out. Almost took Ward. Good at 3 QB. Yeah, I mean, if you got 3 QBs already, I would be good with the 3 QBs you have. What do you have? You have Dak, Stroud, Smith. That's honestly, it's probably fine. Yeah, you're starting 2, and you got 3. You can take one like super late if you want, but with those 3 guys, you should be totally fine. And have a feeling Williams will go here for sure within the next couple picks. Richardson goes. That's interesting. But some people might, yeah. So Hunter goes over him. Sutton goes. We're gonna just take Williams to stack with. We're gonna take Williams to stack with Goff. I love this start. Absolutely love this start. I mean, we'll have to think about taking quarterbacks later. So that may be a problem eventually. But we do have 2 starters. I mean, you start 2. We'll just have to figure out, and you can have. I mean, running backs and receivers can slide into your Superflex spot. So it's not like you're totally like cooked with on the bye weeks. Like we're only able to start one of Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, and Jameson Williams each week. So someone could get plugged in. And I assume the guy who took Metcalf will go Rodgers here. It's only got Herbert, so. Oh, wow. Okay, so guy who took Metcalf gets sniped on the Rodgers. This guy did have Mahomes and Lawrence already. But wow, I was not really expecting that. And not gonna say because Ben is up to pick. Takes Devontae Smith. I think I'm going to go Laporta. Had a little bit of a down season, but 2023 10 touchdowns. I mean, he could be tight end 1. We have Jared Goff as our one of our quarterbacks. Feels right that we pair them up. So have Williams, have Laporta. So say something happens to St. Brown, and that could be like gold. A late Laporta and Williams with Goff. We'll need to make up with the running backs, but considering we took Henry and Brown, I'm not too concerned as of right now. We can prioritize that later in the draft. Let's check out. All right. Yeah, Devontae. Okay, so Devontae Smith, only receiver for Ben here at 7. Gonna have to start thinking about a receiver for sure. I'm assuming. I'm only assuming. All right, had Pollard queued up. We'll go Brian Robinson here. Starting running back on a great team. Contract year for him. And I mean Henry, Brown, Robinson, can't really argue with that start. There you go with Addison. So definitely going to be a team where we probably have 4 quarterbacks. And then, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I actually like where we're at with running back and receiver after taking Robinson with that last pick. So we'll see. Also interesting that Richardson goes at 7. Jones is in the 9th round here. Very curious to see who's actually the starter the majority of the season. I am also curious what you guys think about the tight end situation in this format. Like, do you think tight ends? Like, do you think you should take a tight end in the 3rd or 4th round, like a Bowers or a McBride? I don't know. I don't really essentially know if it's worth it. We are going to be taking best available here, though, with this next pick. Hmm. I'm gonna take Jalen Warren. Just to add to the running backs after taking Henry and Brown late or early. Excuse me. I don't love the wide receivers that are here. I think Darnell Mooney's fine. I really don't know what to think of Matthew Golden and Shakir. If they do start to fall at all, I'm more than fine taking them. Yeah, getting. Let me check that out. Yeah, that's tough with so Myers gets sniped from you. Who else? Pickens. Yeah, that's tough. And we'll see who makes it back here. I mean, if like Mooney makes it back, I'm fine with that. I might be fine with Cup too. So I'll probably take either one of these. Yeah, I think. I think we'll take Darnell Mooney. We'll take Mooney over Cooper Kupp. I think just Cooper Kupp's getting too old. Getting too old. I'm just gonna queue up a couple quarterbacks to kind of keep my eye on. I still think Flacco is the guy that they should go with in Cleveland, at least to start the season. I don't really see the point of taking or of starting one of the rookies. And Pickett's not going to be good. Spencer Rattler still there. Cup finally goes. That was a huge slide for Cooper Kupp. Now I'm not really sure who we're. I think Keon Coleman probably is the guy we go with here. With this pick. I think he's got the most upside, out of these couple guys we got here on the board. Just coming into second year on a good offense, so we'll see if that pans out for Keon Coleman. And for those just joining, it is a Superflex format. We have Goff, Tua at running back, Henry, Brown, Robinson, Warren. Receiver, we started Chase with our first pick. Have Adams, Williams, Mooney, Coleman, and Laporta to stack with Goff as well. Need to start thinking about quarterback, or at least what we want to do at quarterback here late, because we have a shit ton of picks still, but do only have 2 quarterbacks and would like some resemblance of a backup plan at the QB position. So but I don't imagine that any of these quarterbacks go really anytime soon. Maybe Shedeur, although I don't even think I would take him over a couple of the other quarterbacks that are still here. I think Milroe is a fine play for late in the season. Cousins, I just feel like something has to happen with Kirk Cousins. He cannot just be a backup the whole season. He's so much better than a backup quarterback. Like, he's the ideal starting quarterback. He just has never figured out how to get over the hump. So I mean I get it. At the same time, he's literally too good to just sit there and be a backup quarterback. And it looks like we'll take one of these running backs that fall to us. I think I like Rashad White over Jaden Blue. Obviously Bucky's there, but if something does happen to, set to play second fiddle role, which is to be expected, Bucky should be the starting running back in Tampa Bay. But he's a great number 2, and if something does happen to Bucky, I think he slides in and he's essentially a top 15 running back. And you can't say that about many backup running backs currently. So now some of the quarterbacks kind of come into play later in the draft here. So we'll cue not Hollywood Brown. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Now, question is, what order we want to take these guys in? So Shedeur has the highest ADP, although I don't think I would take him first. And see, in between us, most teams have 3 quarterbacks. One team has 4. Don't imagine they take more. Maybe the teams with 2. Ben shouldn't be taking another. I think we'll go Xavier Legette here with this pick. I think we can let these quarterbacks drop. We can let them slide a little further. I'd rather take the value at the positions I know that are going to be starting. And we honestly might be done with the 6 receivers. Could be a 6 receiver, 6 running back build. We'll see, though. But yes, what order Okay, so Shador does go. Milrow goes. Interesting. Flacco goes. Okay, that's interesting. I was not expecting that. Just don't think Kirk. I don't think Kirk makes it back to us. I don't think Kirk makes it back to us at 187. Could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. We'll see what happens here. Oh. All right, some running backs. Gesicki. I think we go Kirk Cousins. I think we go Kirk Cousins and just see what happens. I didn't want him to slide past us. And I feel like he has to end up somewhere. Like, he's got to end up somewhere playing. Or if an injury happens at some point during the season, I could see that happening. But now we definitely should start hammering some other things. Need to get a couple tight ends. Wouldn't mind Ertz. He's old, but still in a good offense. Okay, goes before us. We'll wait and see. Wait and see what comes to us here. Oh. Oof, the double tight end, that hurts for Dave at a couple picks after us. Don't have much of Mason Taylor for the Jets. That could be interesting. Schultz could be interesting. I think we're going to take Mason Taylor, tight end for the Jets. We'll pair him with Laporta. Make sure we get two tight ends on this squad. And we'll wait and see what comes back. How we doing? Bindles, Bestball. What's the block? I said, it's a Penn State hat. Yeah, it's hard to see, but yeah, it's just for state. So just a Penn State hat. Graduated a few years ago from Penn State, so rocked this hat like even when I was at school. So a little old, but still love it. Yeah, the color is it's like a maroon, or not a maroon. It's like a navy-ish color, so it's hard to tell, and it's hard to tell over on the screen. But yes, only receivers going ahead of ADP are my stack. Yeah, it does feel. Sometimes it feels like that's just what happens, and people like to be a little cruel and grab your stacks. I guess it's strategy. depending on how you look at it. Okay, Schultz goes ahead of us. I think we'll take. Yeah, I'm gonna lean running back here. We'll take Hunter. I don't have much of Hunter. Jarquez Hunter, that is, for the Rams. Yeah, I don't have much of him. But could be a great player. Unsure, but wanted to pick up another running back. I think we will just go 6 running backs, 6 receivers, and we'll end with probably a tight end. Actually, how many do we have left? We got three picks. Yeah, we'll definitely taking another quarterback. Definitely taking another tight end, and we'll see what happens at quarterback. We'll take a shot on one of these other guys late. All right, let's get back to thanks for the follow on Twitter, Ben. I'll have to give you a follow back. What I wanted to look at was any other news. That's MLB. I'll have to check it out after this. But yeah, I'll have to drop a comment or just a comment in the stream. How do you feel about the Rodgers news? Rodgers to the Steelers, Pittsburgh. Does it make it easier to draft DK or Freiermuth? What are the impacts on the running backs there? We took Warren in this draft. It should be a generally better offense in Pittsburgh, but we'll see. It wasn't a great experiment last year when he landed with the Jets, or 2 years ago, but really only played last year. Going to take Juwan Johnson. Get our third tight end. Not a stacking option right now, but can take Rattler, and it could be a stack there. So we'll have to wait on the comeback, see what makes it to us. But just with Goff and Tua being our only true starters, I feel like we gotta take another quarterback. Hopefully, one of them makes it back to us that we like. If not Rattler, we'll probably just wait till our last pick and take like Gabriel or somebody else. Yeah, it looks like we'll probably get Rattler here at pick 222. Guy ahead of us has 4 quarterbacks already, so we'll take Rattler, and yeah, he's in the battle for QB1. So still could start, or especially early in the season. They could. I don't know what they're gonna do with Tyler Shuck, but he could start directly out of the season or off the season. We'll have to see. We'll have to see which direction they go. And then we'll we're just gonna take best available. I think 5 quarterbacks is a little overkill. So we'll just take best available player here. Or if there is some sort of stacking option, we'll take them. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much. But wouldn't be mad with Hunt or Brashard Smith. Calvin Austin, Pittsburgh. Tyler Lockett, man, he is old. But we'll see who makes it to us here. It is fun throughout the offseason to see how these last round picks fluctuate. I'm seeing like every day or every time I draft, I'm seeing guys in the second to last, the last round, especially the Superflex format that I just never see. So it is kind of fun seeing who goes towards the end here with these drafts. All right, let's see. Kareem Hunt's still there. Okay, Trey Tucker goes. We'll take Kareem Hunt. Resigns with Kansas City. You never know. I think that's totally fine. And I'm fine at the wide. I mean, the wide receivers, whatever. I think the guys we got are solid. Chase, Adams, Williams, and Mooney are studs. So I think I'm fine going 6 there. And creates a little uniqueness as well. Shout out to Ben being in this draft with us. Team looks sweet. The Barkley McCaffrey start is so fun. I absolutely love that start. But we will head out of this one. I'm also waiting for them to drop another. Yeah, so what just filled? The pug filled, so that's done. I'm waiting for them to draft some of these $3 tournaments. I just feel like it's quick, easy. You don't have to spend a bunch to hop in them. And I just feel like they're a little more. They're definitely better for people who are just starting out. Needed Tucker. Yeah, yeah, the stacks. Yeah, getting sniped left and right. Yeah, let me know. Are you guys? Do you want to hop into another Superflex, or what do we want to do here? If you guys want to hop in, I'm down to do. I'm down to even do like an eliminator. I haven't done any of them, but I'm also down for Superflex. All right, Ben, Superflex. I guess Superflex it is. Let's hop in. We'll do a 20-second Superflex again. And we're in 3, 2, 1. In currently. Hopefully you're in. Because it filled literally instantly. All right, let's see. Yeah, you're in again. That's hilarious. All right, in again at 8. That's actually really funny. That's so funny. Okay, in again at 8. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I like kind of wanted to go Barkley last draft. I think is that what you did last draft? You went Barkley. You went Barkley and then and then CMC. I wanted to go Barkley. I wanted to go Barkley last draft, but I just couldn't pass up on Chase. I don't have Chase in like any of the Superflex teams that I've built yet. So, I wanted to go. I wanted to go with Chase, but the Barkley McCaffrey starts just sick. I just love the concept of having them on the same team. But who knows? Burrow makes it. I'll take Burrow. I just feel like, what are the odds Barkley repeats what he did last year? I mean, he definitely could. And I wouldn't mind Bijan either. I think regardless, Mayfield goes. Oh my gosh, do I do it again? Or do we give Ben Chase at? Nah, I'm taking. I'm taking Chase again. I'm shocked they went Baker though. That's crazy. I'm not taking Baker. Baker Mayfield at pick 6 is so insane. I don't even care that it's Superflex. Like, he's not the 6th best player. There's no shot. There's no shot. And let's see what happens. We were in the same situation last draft. And I know Ben was too. Let's see if he can stack CMC again. CMC to Ben. I'm gonna take Kyler here. Yeah, I'm gonna take Kyler. Intends to run more in 2025. Beautiful. Yeah, we went wide receiver, running back. Yep, Saquon, CMC. Baker was James for sure. I mean, I totally understand that. Third quarterback overall last season. That's valid. But the question is, does he repeat that again? Because we can look at last year and say he's capable of performing as the QB3, but I mean, I don't know. Go back and look at the past seasons for Mayfield. Like, is he going to repeat that again? If you think so, then okay, it's a slam dunk pick. But do I think Chase has a better opportunity to be a top 3 receiver than Baker being a top 3 quarterback? Yes. I know it's not super comparable, but when you're comparing the gap between the other wide receivers and then the other quarterbacks, I think the gap is definitely bigger with the receivers. But there really isn't many receivers going in this draft, so it is a little unique in that sense, which is totally fair. Okay, this guy ahead of us. Let's see what he does here. Goes Brian Thomas. We're gonna go Nico Collins. Yeah, we're just gonna take Nico Collins. Nico, and then I'm not going to say anything quite yet, but we'll figure out quarterback. We'll figure out quarterback later. And running back, too. um, can't forget about running back. And when you start two wide receivers and one QB through your first, what is that? Through your first 3 picks, you're probably going to want to target running backs throughout the remainder of the draft. Okay, since Stroud goes, we are going to take a running back with the next pick. I would have taken Stroud to pair up with Kyler, and Ben makes it easy for us. We're going to just take Chase Brown again. Brown with the Chase, that's, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that combo, but it's been happening. So I guess we have to hope for the best. Could have went McBride. For sure could have went McBride. But to stack with Kyler, I just don't love taking a tight end this early. I like hammering the running backs way more. Yeah, and you'll see running backs flying off the board. But that's definitely unique start for Ben there. Barkley, McCaffrey, Goff, and Jacobs. I don't think you're going to see many Barkley, McCaffrey, Jacobs teams. Just because, I mean, people are going to be scrambling for quarterbacks, receivers, but that's a cool start. Definitely unique. Wouldn't mind Tua again here. Also wouldn't mind Marvin Harrison for the stack with Kyler. So we'll see. Okay, Tua does go. So Lad goes. Cook goes. I think we just go, or do we just wait? I'm going to take Amari Hampton. I don't want to fall too far behind on running back, and there's so many receivers here left that one will make it back to us. Like so from Garrett Wilson to Mike Evans, we will have one of those options left. I mean, I have to believe we will have another option left when it gets back to us. I mean, if it's not Marvin Harrison, fine, whatever. We missed out on the stack, but we will have a guy there. Oof, I did want JSN, Ben. Um, I'm actually going to go Joe Mixon. Take Mixon over the receivers. We have Jamar Chase and Nico Collins. I think we're fine. I am a little bit concerned at what we're gonna do at quarterback. Richardson's definitely the upside play. So Steichen said Thursday that Richardson is dealing with an injury and will not participate in mandatory minicamp. But I know he did state that he will be ready for week 1. He said he'll be ready for not week 1. He'll be ready for the start of camp. So I'm not too concerned. There are options. Richardson does go. I would like to get one of these quarterbacks. Think we might just oof. That is a that's a killer. We'll take Travis Hunter. I don't love it. We're gonna be stuck in a situation where we're gonna have to hammer quarterbacks. Same with Ben here. Right after me, because we only have one. So I don't love this, but we will have to take some shots. Yeah, yep. I was just thinking the same thing. Like, kind of went a little crazy on quarterback. Compared to the other room we were literally just in. Like every starting quarterback basically went in the first 5 rounds. I mean, yeah, you have a couple stragglers, but like essentially they all went. All right, Laporta. I think I'm gonna just take the flyer on Tyler Shuck. He's got the opportunity to be the starting quarterback. And he was not gonna make it back. I don't think. I mean, maybe he would have. But I would rather just try to secure that and then figure out the rest from there. Also think Daniel Jones has an opportunity to start. So that's always an option. But other than the quarterback situation, I think this is going well. right, I'm gonna take Jordan Addison. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jordan Addison. I think he's probably at a point where there's a drop off after him. I like him over Debo. I like him over Judy. And then definitely from there on. So we see Wilson go, Dart go here. It's interesting. Crazy that these guys are taking. I guess it's only their third quarterback, but still. Okay. We'll take Ricky. We will take Ricky. Pearsall. Again, I think we're fine at running back. Chase Brown, Amarian Hampton, Joe Mixon. And I don't really want to reach on a tight end or quarterback quite yet. So we'll hold off on that. After we take Pearsall, Warren at 115, Matthew Golden at 116, Jaden Reed at 117, Diggs at 18, Harris 19, Tracy 20. Do start off the 11th with an Andrews. Andrews in the 11th sounds like value to me. I think what I'm gonna do is go Jonnu Smith here. I'm gonna do Jonnu Smith, and we'll see what happens. But we'll see who makes it back. See who makes it back around. Okay, Warren goes. I would have loved taking Tyler Warren there. I can't lie. And I figure Ramondre probably will go too. We can definitely pivot to Njoku or Tajay Spears. So I'm sure one of them will be left. We'll see who it is. I should probably prioritize the running backs, but I'm going to go Njoku solely because there are people after us with no tight ends, and I could take a Cleveland quarterback at the end of the draft, and that could be a potential stack. So let's do that, and then we'll figure out running back on the way back. Like, I'm fine with any of these guys as our fourth. So we'll wait and see. And again, thanks for everyone tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the notification bell. It will notify you when we go live. You can jump in some of these drafts like Ben did today, which is awesome and super fun to interact with you guys in the chat. So make sure to jump in, check out the live streams. If you are watching on video, thanks for tuning in too. I will drop my code in the comments if you're interested in signing up for Underdog. You'll receive, I believe, 50% bonus up to $1,000 when joining for the first time. I'd recommend jumping into either the Superflex, which is only a $5 entry, or I'm sure they're going to come out with some more $5 and $3 entries, some low stake kind of buy-ins to get you started out with. So definitely hop in, join the streams, join in on the drafts, have a little fun in the off season before everything really ramps up, and before your main draft start. All right, Bigsby is the only one left. We need a running back in the worst way, so we're going to reach a little on Bigsby. We only had 3 running backs, so I felt like we had to reach a little bit and take Bigsby. I mean, yeah, Shador would be fun. Do I think he's going to win the starting job? I know. Okay, he goes after us. I probably should end up getting some Shador Sanders. I don't think I have much. So I probably should do that in the offseason before things really ramp up. And they're like, oh, yeah, he's going to start week 1. But yes, we'll see. All right, gonna go Austin Eckler here just to catch up a little bit at running back. I feel like I've been getting in these drafts, especially the Superflex, excuse me. I get to these points where I'm not prioritizing running back early, and then I'm taking guys like I'm just taking shitty running backs, old running backs. Bigsby's fine, and still has some upside, but Austin Eckler, I mean, he's a fine 5th running back, and you're not really expecting much from him, but there's not much hope for like a breakout season or anything. Like a guy like Jalen Wright, yeah, still hope for some sort of breakout season. A-Chain gets hurt, he takes over as the starter in a explosive offense, and he's, great. Could happen. Jesus, the quarterbacks are just, oh man, it's brutal. Like, honestly, I don't even mind Rattler with Shuck because, right as of right now, one of them is gonna start. But that'll wait because we can figure that out down the road. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take Kyle Pitts. 3rd tight end. We're done at tight end. I am done at tight end. Not taking another tight end. Picks are starting to fly. Let's check out Ben over here. Didn't mean to do that. I know where Ben's going here. Oh, and he doesn't. All right, I'm taking Cousins again. I mean, we are so in on Kirk Cousins, and he's not even the starter. But I took Pitts to get Cousins on the way back. Could be great. I don't know if he's going to be in Atlanta, but let's say Penix comes out and sucks. Maybe they go back to old reliable Kirk Cousins. Might not be the worst thing in the world. But I do like doing that. It kind of opens us up now. We can take best available. I mean, we're not stressed for a certain position really. I'm done on tight ends, but other than that, just take best available. Still waiting on Keenan Allen to sign. Any day now, he could sign. Jeez. Um, let's take Jalen Knoll. Actually, no. Let's go. I don't have. Let's take Knoll. Say Houston's offense is great this season, and it's Nico at the 1 and Knoll at the 2. Some injuries maybe, and that's how Knoll gets more playing time. I feel like this draft's flying, like flying. Got a couple options I actually like here. I'm gonna take Darius Slayton. Probably still, other than Neighbors, the second best option in New York. Definitely could have went Keenan Allen, but he does not have a job, and I have way too much of him. 7 wide receivers. That sounds like we're done at receiver. Probably will end this team with with a running back and a quarterback. Cue them up, and then we'll hit running back here. Question is, who do we like the most? I think I like Blake Corum the most. So we're going to take Blake Corum. Another thing I haven't even really been paying too much attention to is bye weeks in these drafts, because I don't think it matters too much. You draft so many guys, like even on this team. So we have Collins, Addison, Knoll all on bye the same week. But during that week, we still have Chase, Hunter, Pearsall, Slayton as guys, 4 guys for 2 spots. So Chase and Hunter, I can see sliding in there. Like it's not a huge concern, even if we have. I mean, if you draft 4 wide receivers that all have the same bye, okay, then maybe that's not the smartest thing to do. But I don't see too big of a problem with like 2 or 3 of the same position with the same bye. I don't think it's a problem. Okay. Did queue up Gabriel and Zach Wilson here. Yeah, I know Ben's before me, but I don't really care. We'll take whichever one he doesn't want. I'm assuming he's gonna take a quarterback. Okay. Actually goes Taylor. We'll just take Gabriel. I don't know what the plan is for Dylan Gabriel, but we'll take a shot on him. I don't have really much at all, so we'll take Gabriel. And that's going to wrap it up. That's our last pick. So just to recap the team before we head out of here. Murray, Shuck, Cousins, Gabriel as our quarterbacks. Not a crazy quarterback team, but you never know. Chase Brown, Omarion Hampton, Mixon, Bigsby, Eckler, Corum. Then Chase, Collins, Hunter, Addison, Pearsall, Knoll, Slayton. Great receiver group there. Chase, Collins, Hunter, Addison that's awesome. And then Jonnu Smith, Njoku, and Pitts to wrap it up. We do have the potential Pitts and Cousins stack and the Gabriel and Njoku stack if they take over for their respective team. So that's super fun. And had a lot of fun doing these 2 drafts, especially when people hop in like Ben. So yeah, have a great night. Probably be streaming again tomorrow, Sunday. So definitely hop in here again. Enjoy drafting, and super excited for the season to start ramping up. So have a great night, and